offshore, national employment growth was healthy again last month as the unemployment rate remained at 5.4%, but in the economic powerhouse of Greater Sydney the unemployment rate probably started with a 3. In October, the unemployment rate for the Greater Sydney statistical area was just 3.9%. That's the stuff of booms. The last time Greater Sydney scored 3.9 was in 2007. It hasn't been below 3.9 for 17 years. That boom-time unemployment rate is a reflection of the strength of Sydney's economy, an economy estimated to account for nearly half national growth. The rest of New South Wales matched the national 5.4% rate. Greater Melbourne was also 5.4%, Brisbane 5.1%, Adelaide 5.8% and Perth 5.9%. The Australian Bureau of Statistics regional labour force figures are in original terms, not seasonally adjusted. The November breakdown won't be available until next week, but the original unemployment rate for October and November was steady on 4.4% and New South Wales enjoyed a lift of 26,000 new jobs in original terms last month, 28,500 seasonally adjusted, making it a reasonable bet that Greater Sydney's unemployment rate remained around the 3.9%. Next week's figures will show the Greater Sydney unemployment rate has been below 5%, generally considered full employment these days, for 8 months. According to the textbooks, an unemployment rate starting with a 3 should mean businesses competing for labour, bidding up its price. So where are the wage rises? There's precious little sign of them. The most recent wages index, published last month for the September quarter, showed New South Wales private sector hourly pay rates up 2.1% over the year, not far above the total Australian figure of 1.9%. The New South Wales public sector hourly rate rise was up 2.4%, the same as the national figure. The most recent Reserve Bank pronouncements on the problem of low wages growth continue to keep the conventional economic faith. Tighter labour markets should still push up wages and prices, even if it takes a little longer than we are used to, Governor Philip Lowe said last month in his Some Evolving Questions speech. The RBA's own understanding is evolving. In a July speech on the issue, Lowe didn't once mention the reduction in organised labour or the attitude of chief financial officers in suppressing wages growth. Now Lowe includes changes in the nature of work and bargaining arrangements and management's cost-cutting mindset among the factors at work. With Greater Sydney's unemployment rate now so low, all the suppressing factors are under the microscope. The NAB analysis of customer spending provides insight into how the lower unemployment rate does or does not translate into spending. Excluding government services, taxes, mortgage and other credit payments, spending by New South Wales metropolitan customers was up 3% in the September quarter on the previous corresponding period, compared with 3.3% in metropolitan Victoria and 2.4% metropolitan nationally. That's a slowdown from the June quarter that saw 4.1% growth in Sydney and Melbourne compared with 3.3% nationally.